Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we've got a lovely sunny day here and we're playing the Duchess course. Now the Duchess is notorious for being extremely tight. You can just see here how narrow it is. The whole course is basically just carved through a pine forest. It's very much a thinking golfer's golf course. You've got to plot your way around, and any wayward shots are really going to cause difficulty for you and your ability to score. So we'll see what I can manage today. Really the idea of this video is to really try and get you to understand the art of course management, understand which short game shot to play where, and really become more intelligent golfers. So the first hole here is a par 4, it's 423 yards, stroke 4. There's a little bit more room left. It's a long hole, but it's playing downwind a little bit, and I just want to try and hit the fairway here. So I'm just going to use my hybrid, a hybrid 4. And because it's firm and it's a little bit downhill the fairway, hoping that's going to get me within range. That's fine, that's down the right side of the fairway. I think we're okay. If I'd have hit that driver or 3-wood on that line, it would definitely be in the trees. I think it's probably going to be in the semi-rough on the right. But you know what, first shot on the Duchess, I'm going to absolutely take that one. Right, so that slightly scruffy hybrid's done the job. I've got 156 in, it has hit the fairway and just come off into the rough. Now this is a fly lie. See all the grass is moving forward, so there's a good chance that this is really going to jump on me here. Got 156 downwind, but there's a huge bank here before the green, so anything short goes into there, and it's a very narrow green. It's a really tough shot this, because I'm landing on a firm green from a fly lie downwind. So I'm going to hit an 8-iron, but I'm going to play it quite a smooth 8. Try and hit it as high as I can. Pull that a little bit. It's trying to cut back. Go on, keep going, keep going. Oh, it's hit the bank and it's gone over the path. This is we might see a bit of this today. So it's so firm. It's landed about 2 yards left of the green, but it's kicked back about 20 yards left over the path. That's going to be challenging up and down. Right, see where it's finished. Scruffy lie. It's landed right up here. It's pitched here, about a yard left of the green, and it's just come all the way back down. Left me really tough on the down here. With the branches here, I can't go in the air. Even if I did go in the air and land it on the green, it's going to get a big kick. So I've got to use this bank. I've got to hit it low into this bank, let the bank take some of the speed out of the ball, and hopefully trickle out there. I've got a 52 here, because I've got to keep it down. I've got to just think about where I want that first bounce. Go. I think that's pretty good. It came off as I wanted. I can't quite see the result. Let's have a look. Actually, that's about 3 feet. We'll definitely take that. So yeah, bumped it into the bank. That took enough speed out of it, and it's so firm. It's just crept on the green and it just ran out to the pin. So hopefully that's an up and down. Let's see. Right, we've got about 3 feet here just to tidy this one up. Dead straight. There we go, got it. So great up and down there. I think you're going to see a lot of that today. It's windy, it's playing really bouncy. Probably I'm going to miss a few greens. I'm wearing blue and green today in honour of Seve, so I'm going to need lots of Seve like up and down today. But that's the first. We par the first. Anytime you par the first here on the Duchess, you absolutely take it, because the next gets even tougher. Right, so we got away with the par on the first. We're now on the second. It's a par 3. I mean, as you can see, it's just as narrow it gets. The branches come in. It's almost single file as you walk down this hole. Today the pin is at the back. It's 178. It's playing more like 182 today with the pin at the back tier, big tier in the green. Green's only really about 7 yards wide. So I'm going to hit a 6-iron here, but I'm going to play it a knockdown one to try and hopefully hit it a little bit straighter, because any curve either way, you're hitting a tree. And it's going to be a really tough shot from there. So down the grip a little bit, little knockdown 6. Push it out to the right. Hit a tree pretty solid. Didn't see where that went down. Hopefully it's somewhere near right of the bunker. But yeah, I just pushed it a little bit. I've hit so many shots here left over the years, I just guarded against it and blocked it. Okay, let's hope we've got a route to the pin. This would be some up and down there if we can find it. So we found it, it's hit a tree. It's come out here, way short of the green, probably 30 yards short of the green. Lie's not too bad. It's pins on the top tier, the big bowl before it. Can't go high because of the branches, so I'm going to have to go in low, just short of the bank, and then hopefully that'll take some speed out. I brought all my clubs. Little tip for you there as well. I see so many players when they've got to walk from the tee where they've left their trolley or their buggy, and they only bring one club, and then they've got the wrong club in hand. So I brought 4 wedges there. I'm going to play this with my, I think 56. Yeah, I'm going to go 56 because I need a little bit of spin because it's so quick, and I'm going to play the ball right outside my back foot to try and keep the flight down. 52 would be the obvious one to keep it low, but I just think it's going to potentially shoot off the back of the green there. So I've got to hit this right to the pin, about 3 yards right to the pin, keeping the ball flight down. Need a little bit of luck here, but I'm going to really kind of control my ball flight to give myself the best chance. I am landing this in the rough, so slightly in the lap of the gods. Right, I've struck it as I want, I've landed it where I want. Get up, go, get up. It's up there. Sit. Okay, quite a bit. It went a little bit higher than I wanted. It popped up a bit higher, but it's made it onto the top tier. And it looks like I've got about a 12 footer for par. I'll take that from that position. Okay, more like 15 feet. Uphill off the left. Just managed to creep up this tier, which was my big job for that shot. I was hoping it was just going to go a little bit low, which I think would have made it shoot up the bank a little bit more. It just went a little high, so it didn't quite go forward enough. So greens are absolutely pure at the moment, so no excuses here on the green surface. We're going to go just outside left. This really would be a good save. I'll push that. Okay, that's a bogey. If I can make this. Okay, that's a 4. There's a reason why Woburn members call this the shortest par 4 in the country. Okay, I've made a 4. Do you know what? Being 1 over through those first 2 holes, I'm actually going to take that. Okay, so we'll move on to the third. So we're on to the third hole, short par 4. It's 310 yards. I'm going to hit the hybrid here, about 200 yards or so, leaving about 110 in, hopefully. It's banked fairway. It's quite steeply uphill. But it's one of these, if you miss this fairway, even on the left side of the fairway, you're going to be blocked out. And again, with the ground being so firm, it's really going to take it left. I mean, when it is playing this firm, the fairways really here are about half the size. Anything that starts left and with a little bit of draw spin is just going to go way off the fairway. So really looking to hit this down that right side, ideally a touch of fade just to help me against that right to left camber on the fairway. And that is a snap hookish. It's got through. It's not too bad actually. Actually, it's done all right. It's kind of straightened up off that tree. Not a good swing there over the top. And okay, let's go deal with it. Right, so you're getting a flavour for the Duchess course already. I'm behind the most beautiful oak tree. It's a fantastic tree. I do love my trees. It's beautiful to look at, but my ball is stuck right behind it. Bang in line with the pin. So I've got to hit this low because we've got overhanging branches. I can go out to the right, give myself an angle, and this is all about the short game now. I'm trying to get myself in a position where I can get up and down. I'll be delighted if I can get a low hook into that bunker. If I get in the bunker, I'm quite happy. If not, right, if it's fine. So main thing here, off this sort of forest floors, ball back in the stance. Really work the hands forward. I'm going to work it over as well, see if I can hit a bit of hook on it. I've not even bothered measuring it, I think, because there's no point really, because I can't hit a proper shot. It's around about 120 yards. Okay. Nice hooking. Oh, I don't know what happened now. I don't know if it's almost looked like it pitched in the face of the bunker and then went over, or it might have just carried it. But I think it's gone over the bunker, so that will be quite a way through the green. Played it lovely, I just overhit it a little bit. I was hoping I was going to hit the bunker and take the speed out and pop on the green. We'll go find it. Right, I found it. It's kicked through. It's caught this. Is total hard pan here. It's just come down here. I've totally lost where it is now. There it is. Okay. Right. I always say there's no such thing as a bad lie, but I think I might make an exception here. This is buried. So I've got my 56. I'm just going to hack this out. I'm going to try and land it in the hard pan that has brought the ball here. I'm going to land it back in the hard pan to see if that's going to shoot it forward through the rough and onto the green. This really would be a miracle up and down. But we've got to try and visualise the shot. So I'm going to land it there. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. There we go. Can't even see the back of the ball here. Hinge down, pretty firm. Hit it low. Just hit the hard pan. Sit, sit, sit. It's running back through, back onto the bunker bank. Okay, right. Let's just get up and down and move on. Not much break in it. On a little downslope as well. It's quite sandy because of a sand splash, so I always like to play the ball a bit further back on these ones, just firstly on a downslope, but secondly just to really try and keep that leading edge down to get the back of the ball and pinch it. Go on, go in. Okay, I'll take that. Nicely played, back in the stance, really checked it, went in low. If I didn't get up and that up and down, you see, that would have been a nightmare double bogey on this hole, a short par 4. But we make a bogey. That's a rough start, that. 2 over through 3. We've got a par 5 to come. Need to get one back. So par 5, 494 yards. It's a big sweeping dog leg to the left. I can't hit the driver here unless I hit a really high hook with a driver. It would just be a really kind of foolish shot to play there, really. So really, it's about a 210 shot you want off the tee. And then from there, you can play down the hole. So let's just do one shot at a time. I've got my hybrid again. A nice little soft draw would be good. I need to put a good swing on this. I need to get some rhythm. Try and find a backswing. Okay, happy with that one. Should carry that first straight. Yeah, and that's in position 8. So smooth a swing there. That's good. That's settled it. And we'll go find that and hopefully try and make the birdie down this hole. Right, so a nice tee shot there, right round the corner. Got about 230 yards to go. Gonna hit hybrid again. There's a tree on the right. Got to be careful with. The wind is hard off the right. Ball is above my feet, so everything's wanting to send this ball to the left. So I'm going to try and really set up and hit the fade here. I'm going to stand up quite open the body up nice and early through the ball. See if we can fade it back into this wind. Just like that. Go on, be good. Right, I'm hoping that's on the green. It's the perfect shape. Should be right side of a green or even maybe just a little bit short. We'll see. Right, it's wriggled on. It's kicked on front right of the green. We've got a luck at eagle. It's pretty much the flattest green on the golf course, this one. So let's see if we can roll it in straight at it. Go. Okay, not bad. A couple of feet tidy up for the birdie, but that's hopefully going to get me back to 1. There we go. So, recovered after the slightly difficult start on 2 and 3 there. A couple of hybrids onto the front of the green, 2 putts. We're back to 1 over as we head to the 5th. Okay, so on to the 5th. It's a 355 yard par 4. And really what you're trying to do here is just carry that wall and then let it chase. So I'm going to hit a 2 iron here. So I want to hit it a little bit flatter and sort of chase it around the corner a little bit to the left, because a pin is on the right hand side of the green. So if I leak this to the right, I could be blocked out. So I'm going to see if I can just hit it straight with a little draw it around these trees on the left a little bit. Just like that. So that's nice. There's a low draw down there the left side. That's going to get me a really nice angle into the pin. It's just a little easy to shape for me, a 2 iron, and hit that lower flight than it is the hybrid. So that's got me in good position there to see the pin. So I've hit a nice tee shot. It's round the corner. I've got a great angle into the pin. I've got 106 yards. The wind is quite heavily downhill and the pin is quite near the front. So I cut it at 3/4 52. But I think the shot here, I don't like hitting full wedge shots, but because it's downwind and the pin's at the front, I'm going to try and generate as much spin as I can. I'm going to hit a fullish 56, about a 100-yard shot for me there. So the wind is just going to carry it, hopefully an extra 6. Sprung on line, needs a bit of a kick. Go on. There we go, that's pretty close. Oh, we've got a bit of a kick there actually. It landed just short, took a bit of spin off it. It's gone not towards the back of the green, but getting there. It's about 25 feet downhill left to right. That'll be pretty quick from there. Just didn't carry that enough and it's just kicked. But it's okay, we're on the green. So it's landed front right and it's kicked off that downslope. So if I'd landed it a touch further, it would have reacted on the green, but it's kicked off the downslope, gone a little bit too far here. This is a tricky green, this is quick, and there's quite a little left to right break on this one. It really swings at the end. Got around about 3 foot of break here. Just feel it down there. When I'm having practice swings, by the way, when I'm putting, I'm really trying to imagine I'm actually hitting the ball with my practice stroke. I keep going back and through until I feel like I've got the pace. No rules to how many I have, okay, it's just trying to feel it. I think so many people have a practice swing sometimes that has no real bearing about the putt they're trying to make, so maybe think about that for your own game. So I felt it down there. Let's see if we can just hit the putt for real this time. So I've hit the slot, just keep running out, keep running out, keep running out. Yeah, I'll take that. It looked like it was going to be short for a while, but it just kept rolling out. Pretty much stone dead for the par. There we go. 6th hole, 489 yards, par 5. If you get your drive away here, this is a really good birdie opportunity. However, it is really tight and it just feels like it's so difficult to hit that fairway with the trees both sides. So it sort of slightly moves right to left. I'm going to try and hit a draw here, but anything on the short stuff I'd be really happy with here, which should get me in range in 2. That's perfect. There we go. So aggressive play off the tee there. That's a lovely draw down the middle. Hoping that's not going to leave me too much in and we can maybe pick up one more birdie. So I really liked with that tee shot. Big drive. It's left me 182 to the pin. Slightly in between clubs here, whether it's a 6 or the 7. I'm going to go with a 7 because all the danger here is at the back of the green. The front of the green is not a bad miss. So if I'm going to be half a club short, I'd rather be half a club short than half a club long here. So I'm going to hit my 7. I'm going to hit it full and committed. Right of the pin, so we can draw it in a little bit. Hopefully it won't go too far. All right, that's pretty much what I was trying to do. It's just drawing in, carry the bunker. I think we're on the green. Sit down, sit down, sit. Yeah, that's a good shot. That it's actually not too far away. I don't think it's too far. I think it's about maybe 20 feet away. It's gone past the pin, so without doubt it was the right club. If I'd hit the 6, I would have been long. So consider where you'd like to miss it. If I'd hit the 6, I'd have been in big trouble there. Right, so it actually is much quicker than it looks from back there. It's only about 12 feet away, so I'm really pleased with that 7-iron in. And you see the back of the green there, it's just absolutely the worst place to miss it. So at the front there, it's absolutely fine. So really pleased with that. But it actually is quite significantly downhill here. But this would be a lovely eagle. This would get me under par, wouldn't it? Left edge. No, it was left edge. All right, didn't read that very well. Quick down there as well. Okay, birdie, right, back to level par. So poor start there really. I made those 2 early bogeys, was 2 over through 3, but I picked birdies up on the 2 par 5. So just a lesson there for you. If you start badly, you know you can always get them back. You've got par 5s to come. Not played great golf there, but suddenly I'm back to level par. So let's kick on with the rest of the round now. Right, really tough hole here. It's 200-yard par 3, and this is where it has that ancient Danish settlement wall that runs right through the hole, and anything that misses left of it will catch that wall and then get kicked away. So it's a really tough par 3 and a difficult green when you get there. Really well guarded with the big bunker on the right as well. So 200 yards. I'm going to hit my 5-iron here. 5-iron probably carry out 185, 190, and then we'll hopefully chase out, which it tends to from the front here. And that's what you call a double cross. So I was trying to hit the fade and I hit the draw and it's hit a tree. And I'm going to have around about a 60-yard shot in, I think, there. So it's hit a tree and it's come way back. and we're now going to have to pitch in. Right, we've got 75 yards. Anytime, by the way, you're having to use a bush null for your second shot on a par 3, you know you're not in great shape. So 75 yards, lie's not great either, lots of grass behind it, and it's downhill. So really I want to hit this about 60 through the air and let it run out 15. So it's a 60-yard pitch shot. So for me, a 60-yard pitch shot is just over 2 club heads in distance between my feet and middle of the grip, weight left, and then just feel my chest rotating around my lower body. The release here is going to be a bit of a 2 release because I need to get a little bit height because I know it's going to be quick down there. I can't go in low to this pin position. So what was it, 60? I want to hit this 60 through the air. I played it as I want. Be kind. Be kind. I think that's quite close. Go in. That is quite close. I'm really happy with that. It came down, I think it's only about 4 or 5 feet from the hole, so really pleased with that. Got my number, but the 75 yards really was irrelevant there. I had to think about how much that was going to release from that lie and the green, and it's run down there quite close, so I might be able to get a scrappy par out of this, who knows. Right, so we can see where it's landed, which is exactly 15 yards short of the pin, and it's then run out and broke off to the right, so around about 3 feet. So really happy with that. Anticipating how the ball react from different lies is really important. If I'd have had a neat lie like a bare lie or a really tight fairway lie, I would have had to throw that much further on, probably about another 10 yards on, maybe landing it around about here, and it would have spun up a lot more. So just trying to anticipate how the ball react is really important when you're pitching. So left myself actually a nice little uphill putt here. It's going to be a little bit left to right on it. Left edge, nice and positive on these. I think when you're playing these short putts, it's important that you really focus on where your start line is and what pace you're trying to play the putt with. Too many golfers I play with are so obsessed about the outcome, as in does it go in the hole or not, and not enough about the process, about the job you've got. And my job here is to start this at the left lip at a medium to firm pace, and if I do that, I've done my job. If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And there we go. So nicely in that left side of the hole. Absolutely delighted with the par there. I mean, this is what the Duchess can do. It can make you look quite silly, you know, having 75 yards in on a par 3. But just settled myself, thought about it, hit a nice pitch shot, made the putt. We're still level par somehow as we head to the 8th. Par 4, love this hole. It's probably my favourite hole on the golf course. It's a sharp dog leg to the right. If you hit it too far, particularly when it's bounced like this, you'll run out into the pines. But if you don't hit it far enough, you can't see the green. So it's all about hitting it around about 220 yards off the tee here, which will leave you around about 140, 150 in. You don't want to go too far left, it's going to make the shot longer, but if you push it, you're in the tree. So it's about really hitting a dead straight, solid 220 shot here. I've got the hybrid. That's fine. Pushed it a tiny bit, but that's absolutely fine. Over the mound it goes. That'll be fine. Okay, we're on the fairway there. So actually, because I pushed it a little bit, I've made my second shot a little bit shorter, so that's fine. Didn't quite intend to do it, but it's fine. By aiming down the middle, gave myself a bit of a margin for error. So let's go find it, see what we got in. So that little bit of a push has really helped me out. It's hit the downslope and it's really come down. I've only got 111 in here, so, and I've got a beautiful angle. Isn't that just absolutely stunning as well? I mean, sometimes you just got to stop and smell the flowers, as Walter Hagen once says. That is absolutely beautiful. Right. 111, slightly downwind. It's a back pin. I don't want to go long because I'm short-sided myself, so a little bit short's fine here. The wind's moving around a bit. Can't quite make my mind up. I think it's into me a little bit. I'm going to hit a 3/4 committed 52. Yes, into a bit actually. Yeah, I can nearly hit this full actually into this wind. Straight at it. Go. Like the ball flight, it's got to go a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit short. It's caught the ridge and come back. I didn't quite strike it actually, didn't quite compress it. To be honest, I was a little bit worried about going long. I'm on the green, but I'm gonna have about a 30-foot putt there because of the slope there. But let me show you something. Okay, now golf's all about memories, obviously, and one of the things that I remember as a kid, I used to come down every year and watch the British Masters, which was on the Duchess course. And one year I remember coming, I was about 12 years old, and it got rained off. It was terrible weather. It was rained off for the day. And rather than drive back up to Yorkshire, my dad says, well, let's walk around the Duchess. There's another great course at Woburn. Let's have a look around the Duchess. So I remember walking around this corner here. It's funny how you remember things. I walked around this corner. I was eating a soggy sausage roll, I remember. And I've come round here and I found one of those ping balls. They were all the rage at the time. They were like half coloured. It was half purple, half white. I found it around about here. I remember getting that ball thinking, wow, it's amazing, because they were quite expensive back then, and usually all the balls I were using were sort of X-outs or ones I'd find out of lakes or whatever. So to get that brand new ping, I was really excited, walking around with my dad, and who'd have thought that one day I'd actually be head pro at this fantastic golf club. It's funny how life works out, isn't it? So a little story there, a little memory I've got about Woburn. So yeah, it's I didn't really commit to that very well. It's landed in the slope and spun back down here. Got myself a little bit of an awkward one here. It's uphill. It's going to break right to left, and it's quite slow for this first part of the putt because it's quite significantly uphill here, and then quick at the end. Again, just try and feel it with a practice stroke. See the line, see the curve. Not far off that tree really in the distance as the line hit. Go, 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 go. Go on, go. Okay, I thought I'd left that way short, but actually it got out there pretty good. Couple of feet left. There we go. Solid 4, happy with that. Disappointing second shot in there, but happy with the 2-putt. Now the next hole is a really tough par 4, one of the toughest driving holes here at Woburn, so let's see how we go on. Right, we're on the 9th. It's 375 yards, it's stroke 2, and it's stroke 2 because it is so narrow. The whole fairway moves right to left, and it's a really small green when you get up there as well. So this is a tough shot. I'm going to go aggressive though. I'm going to hit my driver. Reason for that is anything short of the ridge up there, and there's a ridge around about 220 yards, anything short of that, if you're a little bit left, will kick off. And we've been so dry, even if it's left side of the fairway, it'll probably still run off into the trees. So if you carry that ridge and you're a little bit left, you've got a little bit more chance of holding the fairway, or at least staying in the rough. So I'm going to hit the driver. I do want to try and fade this a little bit left to right, because that's going to help me hold the camber, and anything even aiming or landing near the trees on the right, it will still want to pop out. So we're looking for a low fade. So I've teed it really low. When you tee it low, it helps you cover it a little bit more, helps you to fade it. Equally, if you tee it high, it helps you get underneath it and draw it a little bit more. So you can definitely use tee height to help you shape the ball. So left side with a little bit of fade is the shot. So it's gone nice and low. It hasn't quite faded back, but it's absolutely fine. It's exactly what I said. I've carried the ridge, and I can see it bouncing. That'll be absolutely fine. It'll be in the rough probably, but I won't have much in at all. If I'd have been on that line and I was short of the ridge, I would have been in the trees. So again, the art of course management. Right, so we got the ball. Rough has held it up as we expected, so the strategy off the tee was a good one. Awkward angle in here because there's a ridge that takes it left. Big bunk on the left there. 83 to the pin. Really want to hit this about 75. Lie's a bit fluffy, but we're going to hit down on this. We're going to aim it 5 yards right of the pin and aim to hit it 75 through the air. Back in the stance, drive into this a little bit more because of the light. Pushed a little bit, it's come out fine. Kick left a bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, just dribbled off the back edge actually. Didn't get much spin out of that lie. I think it's pin high, just off the back right. Should be absolutely fine. Right, so there's the ball. Hasn't got much control out of that lie, to be expected. But because I'm trying to hit that 75 number, I mean, it's gone probably 90. I've got a little bit more room. If I was trying to hit the 83 because I wasn't thinking too much, and then I've carried it, say 100, look where I would have been down there, really in a lot of trouble. So this is a tricky putt. There's quite a lot of movement on this, and I always like to read my putts from the side angle when I've got movement like this, and it'll help me sort of read the break, because I can see this is going to break quite a bit. So let's just have a look how much. Yeah, so it's going to come off the left quite a bit here. And just, it's very quick. So this is all about just getting that pace right and just let it fall down to the hole. Come on, keep moving. Take that. Sit, sit, sit. Yep, very happy with that. Very happy with that. That's one of those that you so easily could have gone 6-8 feet past the hole. Take this one out. It's a bit of break on it. I don't leave that pin in. And again, just a look from the side. You've got to respect these short ones. They can easily snap away on you. This is right to left, right lip, medium pace. There we go. Right, we've made the par. I'm level par after 9 holes. Don't feel like I'm playing really well, but I managed to pick those 2 birdies up on the 2 par 5s and sort of play some nice lag putting actually so far today and some decent short game shots. So we're level par, the back 9 to come. I would be absolutely delighted if I could shoot level par in these conditions with a bouncy, windy Duchess course. Let's see how we go on. Right, onto the back 9 we go. Good driving hole this. We've got the 3 big pines on the right there that cut in, the branches cut in. They can hit you, they can deflect your ball if you just push it a little bit. So there's more room up the left here. So I'm going to do that little fade shot here again, just try and work it off the left. Well, it's moving a bit too much. It clipped a tree. I'm hoping it's inside the tree line. I was trying to hit the fade, just started it too straight. He clipped a little bit of a branch, didn't get much on it. Hope I've not gone in the trees. We'll have to go and try and find that one. So it's fine actually. The branch has taken off it. It's way inside the tree line. Lie's okay, a bit scruffy. Now I've got 250 yards to go here, uphill, so it probably plays more like 265, and then it is into the wind, so it probably play more like 280. So I can't reach. So I'm not going to risk hitting a hybrid or a 3-wood because it really tapers in, and anything left or right is really going to potentially be lost ball actually with the thick ferns that are both sides of the fairways in the trees here. So I'm going to hit a 7-iron. Hopefully around about 160 yards, which will then leave me 110, 115-ish, okay, into the hole, and that's the nice way of just breaking that number down. I really do think second shot strategy on par 5s for the club golfer is where you really can improve a lot. Don't just automatically reach your fairway wood and try and get it down there. Get the number, as I've got here, which was, 260 or whatever to the pin, break it into 2 numbers, 160 and then 100, for example, okay, and that's just a nicer way of breaking it down, rather than, if you go for it, if you can reach it, of course, do it. But if you can't reach, think about splitting it into 2 numbers like I'm doing now. So hit the 7-iron. When I do a lay up on a par 5, I tend to do like a knockdown shot as well. I think it helps me hit it a little bit straighter. So I'm going to do like a punch 7 here, just get it on top of that little ridge there. That's fine. Pulled it a little bit, but because I'm using the 7, it's going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be left side of the fairway. Wasn't the best swing. If I'd have done that in my hybrid, it would have been a lost ball. So again, course management. Right, pleased with the 7-iron there. Wasn't a great shot, pulled it a little bit, but look, if I'd have used more club, even a 5-iron, look where it's going. So again, just think about your second shots when you're playing the par 5s. I've got a little bit further than I thought actually. It's obviously run out. I've only got 67 yards here to the pin. The green's fairly bouncy, so I'm going to land this around about 63, but it is into, like, the back there is sloping back down to the front, so I can hit this 67, 68 yards. My 56, and it's a little pitch shot in there for me. Just gonna feel it in straight at it. Nipped it nice. It's cutting in a bit. Just want it to spin back. Spin, spin, come back. It's coming back. Not come back enough though. That's going to be a quick putt. I wanted to leave that below the hole really. I've got about 15 feet, but it's beyond the hole. That's going to be quick. Yeah, maybe just pulled that a little bit and keep turning through enough. But anyway, let's deal with it. Right, yeah, I was hoping it was going to suck back and come right down. It hasn't. This is going to be really quick. I need the speed bumps out here for this one. I'm going to imagine the hole is here, and I'm just want the ball to just die there. So I'm cutting the engine there and then let gravity take it down. So just going to imagine the hole being about 5 feet short and right, and I'm just going to die it there. This has got all about just 2 putting this one. Sit, 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 sit. Look at that. It's gone. Wow. Okay. Right. That's left me a little bit of work. That was lightning. Absolute lightning. At least I've got a nipple putt now. Right, not much in this one. Straight at it. Be right edge. Oh, you're joking. Oh dear. Soft flip out. Right, disappointing bogey there. That is a shame. 3-putt. But that was so quick, it's hard to explain just how quick that putt was. I thought I'd made it back. Disappointing. It was all about the wedge shot. I just hit the wedge shot too far. I should have thought about leaving it below the hole a bit more. But anyway, back to 1 over. Let's move on. Okay, so we're on to the 11th now. 388, par 4. Really good hole. Dog legs to the right. You're sort of playing across the fairway here. So ideally, you want to hit a little bit of a fade. But I'm going to go with 3 wood, so that gives me a little bit more room. If I do hit it straight, I'm not going to go too far and run into the trees. So I'm going to aim straight down the middle of the fairway. Golden rule after a 3-putt, hit the next fairway. And don't hook it into the trees. Be kind, hit a tree, and I've got a nice pro bounce there. He's hit the tree and come back out. Okay, bit of luck there. Not a good swing, getting a bit tired. It's turned over, it's hit a tree, but it has come out, so we're in play. So I've hit the trees, I've come out, I've been a bit lucky, but I've got a little bit longer than I wanted really. I've got 169. It is quick down the bottom, big bunker on the left. I don't mind being in there actually. I'd rather be there than miss it right. So I'm going to go straight at the pin. If it goes in the bunker, it goes in the bunker, but we should be able to carry it. It's gone left again. It's hit the tree and it's come out, I think, into the bunker. So that's twice on this hole I've hit a tree and it's popped out to the right. Back's getting a bit stiff, I'm still going to turn through it, but anyway, it's hit the tree, it's come out. I think it's in the bunker or just short of it. Might be able to still get a scrappy par out of this. Right, so 2 absolutely terrible swings down there, 2 hooks, but got a bit lucky. It's given me a shot. Still to hopefully make par. It's a really quick green here though, and it feeds down off the bank. So I've gone for my 60 here to give myself a little bit more spin. Lies okay. Not tons of sand here, so I'm going to play this as a release 1.5 or so, not release it too much. It might kick. It's going to break quite heavily left to right, and it will run out. As I say, this is quick. This is why I'm using my 60. If I use my 56, this could get away from me. It's going to be quite quick down there. Soft, soft, soft. Yeah, I'll take that from there. There we go, a bit of pace, don't worry about the break. Right, so I got lucky there, really lucky. 2 terrible shots, but a nice bunker shot. Hold the putt, that's the beauty of the short game. And when you do get good luck in this game, make sure you take it. Okay, on to the 12th, 351 par 4, great hole, big dog leg left here. You can't hit it too far because you'll go through the corner, and if you miss it left, you're trapped. So I'm going to hit about a 210, 220 shot with the hybrid to leave me about a pitching wedge in. Okay, I'm just going to try and loosen this back off because that lower back has got really tight. Need to start stretching more. Right, come on, we're 1 over par, aren't we? 1 over. Let's see if we can just get back in the game here, come on. Well, that's absolutely fine, not the best swing again, but actually that's perfect. Little draw, right down the middle. Might have a 9-9 instead of a wedge, didn't get the perfect strike, but absolutely fine. It's a beautiful hybrid, by the way, you don't need to be perfect. Right, it's actually done quite well. It's kicked forward, had that bit of draw, so it moved forward. I've got 119 yards to go. This green has a big tier on the right. Anything you miss even 10 feet right of the pin will then get gathered away and you'll have a difficult putt. But it's very, very quick from the front. It really kicks down. So I've got 119. I really want to land this around about 112 because it's probably going to run out 7. So it's a 119 number to the pin, but it's a 112 shot. Perfect 52 for me. The wind is off the right, so I can hit just about a full 52 straight at the pin here. Let's pull it again. We'll sit down. Oh, that's going to be long. Okay, so I pulled it, it's gone long. That is going to be a bit of short game work needed there. Just can't get rid of these lefts at the moment. Anyway, let's see if we can get up and down. So it's not too bad, it's actually perfectly pin high, so it was the right club, but just pulled it a bit. I'm just walking here to feel what the turf is like. It's really firm, and I can't land anything on the green here. It's going to go and run off down the tier there, so I'm going to land it around about here, low. Use my 56, bit of a low checking one here. Hard pan ground, release one, a little low checky one. Just got to visualise the landing area and the ball flight. One bounce there, second one there. Come on, see it going in. Go. Sit. Yeah, I'll take that. There we go. Up and down. Not a very good wedge shot in, but a safe par. We're still one over, hanging in there somehow, struggling with my game a bit, but I'm still one over on a really difficult Duchess course here at Woburn. Let's see as we move to the next. Nice par 3 on the next. Right, we're on to 13th, par 3. Slightly downhill at the end. It kicks forward, big bunker on the right, and it's 184 yards today for me. I'm going to hit a 6 iron, and I'm going to hit a low 6 iron. The reason I'm doing that is, firstly, I want something low that's going to run out, and secondly, because I've had a few swings there where I feel like I've got sort of stuck and flippy, just trying to hit it lower is maybe going to help me sort of turn onto it a little bit more. So I'm looking for a punchy 6, straight at it. And that is absolutely straight at it. And the flight I want. Be good. Go in. Oh, that nearly went in. That was just broken across the face of the hole. So that really was nearly a hole in one. Hoping that camera got that, if you can zoom in and see it. I've got about a 4 footer for birdie there. So there we go, that's better. So that was me trying to cover it more, trying to knock it down, and it just came out much straighter. So I might have to play that for the rest of the round. Right, so that lower flight has really helped me out. It's pitched just short of the green, and it's come this way, the big slope here from the right, and it must, to finish there, I reckon it must have just gone right over the lip there, and then just gone there. So it must have been so close to hole in one. That would have been nice, wouldn't it, on camera? So it's going to go left to right back down. Lovely to make this. Come on. Let's get this birdie, get back to level par. Yes, there we go. Really pleased with that. Back to level par. I don't know how, I feel like my game's all over the place, but it just shows if you can just think well, if you can just apply some good course management and you can get a good, tidy short game, you can pretty much play as bad as you want and you can still get it around level par or to your handicaps, all relative obviously. But yeah, just really work on course management and short game. As I'm showing today, I feel like I haven't got a golf swing today. My back's really stiff, I'm struggling. But somehow, through 13 holes on a really tough golf course, I'm level par. Right, great birdie there. Almost a hole in one. But we're back to level par, and I will be delighted if I'm still level par after this hole, because this is the toughest hole in the golf course. This is the 14th. It's 441 yards. Big left to right camber on the fairway. Flanked both sides with pine trees. There's a bunker on the left, not really in play, and then there's a big bunker on the green and a big drop-off area by the green. So it's a tough shot. It's a long hole, and you've got to hit 2 really good shots. So I'm going to hit it down the left side. Let it break a bit to the right. Yeah, I'll take that. Low fade down the middle. Right side, stay there. Probably just going to run into rough, but we'll take that. That's fine. Nice angle into a left pin actually. So 155 yards to go. It has just dribbled off. It's gone into the rough here, And this is a classic flyer lie. So you've got the blades of grass there between the blade and the ball. So that ball's going to come out really kind of low spinning and loopy. Got 155. Normally I'd hit an 8. I'm going to hit a 9 here, and smooth 9 as well, because I think this is going to run out probably 20 yards or so, 15, 20 yards. I'll go straight at it. Come on, come back a bit. Ooh, I think I might have got unlucky there. It sounded like it landed in the bunker. It might have come out a little bit short. It was actually a perfect line. It was about to, if it landed, it would have come round to the pin. It sounded like it landed in the bunker. We'll go and see. Right, so it's absolutely fine. It's actually quite close. I don't know why I thought it sounded like it went in the bunker. Obviously just a really loud bounce on the firm green there. In fact, I'm looking for the pitch mark. I don't think it's that one. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. This is where it's pitched. So it's pitched in the fringe here. Okay, and it's just released up here. So this is quite a nice look for birdie on this hole. Stroke 1. We're going to be a little bit left to right break on this one. A bit of pace to it as well. This will be a lovely one to sneak, wouldn't it? Go a little back-to-back birdies. Always struggle with this green a bit. I've always never quite been able to read it as well as I'd like to. It's very subtle. All the breaks are very subtle on this green. Look at the left edge. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, there we go. That is a birdie. Okay. Wow. So 1 minute I thought it was in the bunker. Carried it absolutely fine. I thought that was leaking to the right. A bit more pace. It held its line. Straight against the flag sticking in. There we go. So I've just gone birdie, birdie. We're 1 under par now. Don't feel like I've got much of a golf swing today, but I'm 1 under par. And we've now got a par 5, okay? Can we go 3 in a row? So we're on to 15. It's a short par 5. It's 455, but it's uphill. So it plays a lot longer than that. And it's a really tough tee shot because the whole fairway cambers right to left quite viciously. And if you run out, you're in some trees and there's a ditch down there and all sorts of things. So it really is quite a sharp dog leg to the right. It really suits a fade. If I was being a little bit more conservative here, I would just hit the hybrid down there. I'm tempted to hit the hybrid because I'm on a decent score now, but no, I've got the driver. I'm going to do a driver. What I'm going to do here is play aggressive because I'm going to try and make another birdie. I'm going to tee it really low. Look how low I've teed it. And I'm going to hit it out of the neck, out of the heel. I'm going to see if I can hit a little squeezy, little necky fade, which will suit this hole really nicely. So I can aim down the left side of the fairway, hit it out of the heel on purpose, and let the ball just squeeze left to right. It's going to take about 30 yards off the drive, but it's going to help me work it with the hole and guard against the right to left camber. Down the grip a bit as well. Down the grip. Dress it out the heel. Just like that. That's perfect. So that's, again, hopefully you picked that up on camera there. So that's a little low squeezy fade. It's still running quite a bit to the left. It's still going left. It's still going left. But it's now stopped around about 5-10 yards in from the left side of the fairway. So that landed on the right side of the fairway, and then it just kept going left, but had so much left to right spin on that. Just shows if I'd have played a straight shot there or a draw, it was gone. So that's a quite clever little shot. Just tee it down low, hit it in this part of the club face. It takes a lot of yardage off, but for certain shots like this one, that really was the right shot to play if you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in hitting the hybrid. Right, so really pleased with that tee shot. You can see how far to the left it's actually ended up. I mean, it actually pitched on the right-hand side of the fairway, but with all that left to right spin, I've still managed to hold it. See how firm this is? Anything coming in with draw, you would have been in the trees there. So I'm really pleased with that tee shot. So I've got 189 in. Feels like we're into the wind a bit. I'm going to hit a 5 iron. So we're going for this in 2 here. The flag's on the back tier, big 2-tier green this one. Sorry, 1-tier green, big tier in the middle. So let's go straight for it. 5 iron. Okay, that's really heavy. I can hardly move. Right, so that's going to be down there just short. It's going to be probably about 30 yards short of the green. A little bit heavy. Very tired golf swing, but I can still make birdie. Who cares? There's more green than you think. It looks like there's no green, but I had a walk. I know there's green. Go on, be good. Be good. Sit. Might go a little bit long. Might have gone a little bit long. Really happy how I played that. The flight was good. I hope it's not gone too far. It might be 6-8 feet past the pin. It might be closer. We're going to have a look. Oh, I pulled it. Not a good putt. Damn. Okay, not a good putt. Okay, let's make the putt. Okay, solid putt there, really. Not a very good second shot, duffed it. Really like how I played the second. Didn't hit a very good putt. The birdie run is over, but I'm 1 under par as we go to the 16th. 16th, par 3. Looks fairly simple, but it's one of these, if you miss the green, you can come off, really run off, particularly to the right. Short will come back, 2 big bunkers there, and long left there's a bunker. It's 128 yards today. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge, sort of about a sort of 3/4 pitching wedge, and I'm just going to take dead aim straight at it. Cut a little bit, cutting nicely, be right. Spin. Okay, we're on the green. A little bit long, coming back a bit actually. It's yeah, 15-18 feet. Definitely take that. Slightly pulled it, but good solid contact. Another look at birdie. Right, so we got about 20-22 feet. Quite pleased with that. Be nice to make this one and somehow sneak to 2 under par. I really feel like this round of golf, I've got everything out of it, if you know what I mean. So I don't feel like I've played well, but I'm standing here on the 16th green, 1 under par, and it's been a real scrap. Some days when you go out, golf feels easy. If you look at the video I posted a few weeks ago on the Marquis, I played really well that day. It was like I played nicely. It felt quite easy, whereas today feels like it's been a battle. Lots of really bad shots, but just managing to hang in there and hold the odd putt. So this one would be lovely to sneak further under. It's got to move a bit. It's got to move. Hasn't moved. Ah, so nice putt. Hit that perfectly out the middle. I was really happy with the stroke and the roll there. Didn't move too much, but we're never going to moan too much at a tap-in par as we move to the 17th hole, one of my favourite holes on the golf course. Right, we're on to the 17th. Okay, real talking point hole, this one. We've got the lone tree there, huge pine, that really makes the hole because you've got a huge bank that runs down, and if you hit it just dead straight here, and particularly with this firm at the moment, it's going to run out and you're going to be in the trees the far end. It's around about 170 yards to that tree. The hole's 340, but it plays hugely uphill, so it plays a lot longer than that. So what I'm going to do here is use a 5-iron, and I'm going to play like a little half swing, chippy, hooky thing that's going to go round that tree, catch the slope and run down. So it's just a little bit of a feel shot for me to get the slope and let the slope take it around the corner. Down the grip, narrow stance, little hook with a 5-iron. Like that, missed the tree. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so it actually went left of the tree. I was trying to go just right of the tree, but straight up the tree, a little bit of draw hook. That'll be in position A there. So just create a little shot there, down the grip, a little hook with a 5-iron. I hope you've enjoyed the Duchess course. It's a great golf course. You can see how much you've got to think your way around this golf course. Back in the 90s, it was held a lot of the ladies' classics here on the European Tour. Huge event on the European Tour. And really is a member's favourite in terms of the beauty of it and the pines flanking every hole. And I hope you found the video useful in terms of course management as well. I mean, I've not played well today. Hopefully I've not put you off the dinner into some of my swings. But hopefully equally I've shown you how you can still get the ball around. And I've got a nice chance here to make birdie. I'd love it I could finish under par the way I played today. And that is straight at it. Be good. Be good. Drifted off maybe a yard to the right of the hole. Hoping that's good. It was a perfect number for me, 111. Maybe because it's warm, it's travelled further. We'll see. Hopefully that's pin high and I've got 6-8 feet for birdie. So it's gone a little bit far. So I knew it was 111 to the pin. I can see the pitch mark there. And this is what you should be doing, by the way, if you want to figure out how far you're hitting your iron shots. Obviously you can use TrackMan and all these fantastic launch monitors these days, but sometimes just using your pitch mark, if you did Bushnell to the pin, 111, 112, 113, 114. So I know that at the moment my 52, because the wind's really dropped now, you can see it's barely moving on the flag there, is carrying 114, okay, so it just helps you if you get that number again later in the round that you know how far it's gone earlier. So get 114 on the last hole and now I'm in business. So it's gone a little bit further than we wanted, about 18 feet here, a little bit of movement off the right. A little bit of speed to this one as well. Go on, get in. Oh, there we go. Right, had a bit of pace. It's a good job that hit the hole. But that's a birdie. That's another birdie. I'm now 2 under. I don't know how. I don't feel like I deserve to be 2 under, but I am 2 under. Can't believe that went in. And we're now going to the last hole. The last hole, I think, is the toughest driving hole at Woburn. And I've got a bit of pressure now because I'm 2 under par. Let's go. Right, we've got to the last hole. I'm 2 under par. I don't know how I'm 2 under par. Obviously, hold a few putts on the back nine, which has been nice. So we've got 1 to go. We've got to get this home now. It's 379, par 4. It's a fabulous finishing hole. I think it's the best driving hole at Woburn, this. It's flanked with 2 big trees either side, particularly that one on the right. And again, the whole fairway cambers right to left here. So anything going with a pace down the left centre will run off, particularly when it's this firm, and it will run out and you'll be in the forest there. Anything down the right, you're blocked out. I'm not going to hit the driver because unless I hit that real bullet fade like I did on 15, that would be a good shot here, but it's so tight, it's even narrower than the 15th, this one. So I'm going to hit 3-wood. It's not a big 3-wood, I don't need to kill it. I'm going to aim it down the right side. If I can just sort of move off that tree, that would be perfect. One more swing, come on. I've cut it off to the right. It's come down, right, so I'm in a bit of trouble there. So yeah, not a good swing. So that's down the right side. We'll go and have a look. Okay, right, found it. Not really where I wanted to be. I wanted to be another 40 yards to the left there. Greenie's over that direction. I'm going to have to go through the gap there. Hard pan lie. I've got a 7-iron here because the branches really come down on that tree. I was trying to draw it off. That was my tee shot tree there. So I'm going to just put a little chip and run here. Try and get this into the fairway and then it'll leave a little wedge in. Just don't do anything silly here. Come on, good contact back on the fairway. Go. Okay, it's all right. It didn't come up very nice there. It kind of came out a bit soft. Might have to go over the tree now. I'm not going to make a double, am I? I mean, the pin's on the right. I can't see the pin. I've got to go over a big tree at the end there. I think there's enough room over there on the apex to carry that tree without interfering. I can get it up over the first tree easily enough. I've got a pitching wedge. I've got 132 into the wind. So it's a good wedge hit. Come on, don't do anything silly now. Good swing. Pulled it. Go. Okay, we're in the bunker. Really making a mess this final hole. We're in the bunker in 3. Got to get up and down now to save bogey to stay on the par. Right, you can see it's come in there. Bad shot there, pulled it. Now I want to get this up and down. Now, as I'm walking in, I can feel like there's not too much sand in this bunker, so I'm going to hit down a little bit steeper into this one to make sure it doesn't bounce. It could bounce and kick here, so I'm going to hit down more of a release 1 style. I do think it's going to run out and it's going to break left to right. Played it nice. Come on, be good. Get in. Oh, it nearly went in. Okay, got about 8 feet past the hole, but we'll take that. Played it really nicely. I think it just skimmed the pin there. Let's make sure we hold that putt. Right, it's run on a little bit more than I hoped. Only got 10 feet here, but it's about as straight as it gets. Come on, let's roll one more in just to finish. Get in, there we go. Oh, that's a relief. Okay, so it's actually a good bogey in the end. Scrappy finish, but I finished 1 under par. Don't feel like I played well at all today. Back's been really stiff, no excuses. Haven't been able to swing the club very well, but still got it round the Duchess in 1 under par. I'm absolutely delighted with that score. Lots of work to do on my swing, obviously, but course management in the short game, I think, is what allowed me to shoot that score today, and that's what this video is all about. Hopefully, you enjoyed seeing the course, number one, but hopefully you really learnt a lot about course management and the ability to really think correctly on the golf course, which is what it's all about, and obviously understanding the right short game shots to play at the right time. So, see you next time.